Whew, thank God. Hi guys, welcome back to Operation Exploration. This is episode 30. We have not decided what we're going to do yet in this episode, but it will be elevator related, probably building the rest of it up. I have been thinking of the actual elevator itself, and I think we're probably better building it once them columns are done, and that way it'll be up closer to the top where we can build it more directly towards a conveyor, because there is a conveyor system that runs up along here. I will show that. Let's see, there it is. There it is. It's up there on top. So we will connect it to this, and that will build up the rest. So meaning that these here need to be built up. Now we could quicken things along and build that, and then join this and those columns together, and then remove the tops, and that should build the rest. But they're going to be unsupported the whole way down. So I think the best course of action is just to build it up slowly. There are plates on it, on Bobby. So let's get them. Let's check. Okay, there is a few on it. Just gonna chuck them all in there. Right, let's hop in and see if we can get this moved over. Oh, I think there is something wrong with the world. No, it's not. No, earlier on, just before I got on the game, I tried to load it up and I thought the world was corrupt. I had only backed it up. What I do is I save the entire Space Engineers directory, and I put it in to my other hard drive as a backup, so we just load it over. So that saved everything from the game save to the blueprints, etc. So let's just take this here on over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a landing gear on the very front, and that means that we can clip to the wall, and we can turn the engines off, and that should save power, because we have an hour left, but those builders do take a lot. So while that's building, I'm going to add on a landing gear, and that can go at the front. So let's build it here. I'm going to get some blocks first. And 10 of those, 100 of them will do rightly. And we will put the landing gear. That makes sense to put it under here. And landing gear. And go here. Let's bring it back to actually. That'll do it. There we are. That way we won't obstruct that when we go to connect it up with the connector. Alright, let's get the rest of that stuff. It is up here. The game is quite laggy today, so I might actually restart. Yeah, I might restart the game. I had a bit of an issue there earlier on where why can't I write that there? The game wouldn't load. It just wouldn't do anything, and it kept shutting down, kept crashing. Ended up having to load a backup. Now luckily enough the backup was in the same second as the load was, so I didn't lose anything. Which was kind of weird. I don't know what was up with that, but yeah. There we are. Yeah, and I loaded into the game and I was thinking, oh no, I've corrupted the whole thing. Join it here. Yeah. There we are. So that's going to work away. I'm going to build that up slowly. Okay, while Bobby's working on that, let's go up to the top and get some ideas on the plate of what we will do in the upcoming episodes. Okay, here we are. So, first things first, we did say in the last episode that we want to get the base on the moon. We also want to get a rover on the way towards Titan. So I think for now what we will do is we will try and see if we can get some relay stations built first. And the reason why I want to do some relay stations is I want to actually use the same satellite to connect from here to Titan, so disconnected from the moon completely. And that means then we are going to set up, this is all going to get taken down, this part here, it's not going to be used anymore. There's going to be another dish, and the other dish is going to look at the mountain. I'll use the spectator camera to describe this, so because it's quicker. And which part do we need to look at? Here we are. Okay, so we're currently, where are we standing? Somewhere over here. Right, so at the moment the base only has one satellite dish or one laser that's looking at the satellite, but what I'm thinking of is building a relay station. Now the relay station will be on a point where I can see this base and see the moon, and I think this perch up here is the perfect place for this part here. Yeah, here would be good. And what we'll do is we'll build a wee station here, and that will be turbine generated, so like wind power, and it's going to have two lasers on it. One's going to connect to the base and the other's going to connect to the moon. It'll be connected to the pod just for now, but what we will do is we'll put the base up, and then we will transfer the laser from the pod to the base, and that'll be a permanent connection. So that's going to go here, and I want to get that done first, because the satellite, I have no idea how much power is left on that. So what we'll do is we'll stay close to this, and I will do a shift key, and I want to get into the satellite. Have I got my antenna? Oh no, I don't. I haven't got my antenna turned on. And we want to go to the satellite. Let's go to the terminal. Let's go to a battery. Ah, nice. So there is plenty of power going to it. There's more power going to it than so this current output is 97, so that's good. Now let me see how much the lasers are consuming. Current input is 500 kilowatts, 1.89 megawatt. Okay, and that's only what sort of distance is that? That's 50 kilometers up, and that's 174. But let me see if I can get into the satellite itself and see how far away that is. Let's go to 3. Can I see how far away it is? Oh, I can see something. 190.42. Yeah. Okay, so there's a 190 kilometers between the satellite and the moon base. So it's 190 kilometers. Okay, so that is 1.2 megawatts. Interesting. So we will need probably to put more batteries on that and more panels. Or I have an idea. Yeah, okay, so that one is, it's a good design with just the two antennas, two laser antennas. So I'm thinking, what if we daisy chain some like satellites? So we've got that one there, we'll leave it. What if we put another one, say 200 kilometers away, another one 200 kilometers away, or no, like space them out until they're sort of almost maxed, but enough that they will replenish the batteries with the solar panels. And keep daisy chaining them until it gets to the moon. And if we come across an asteroid with ice on it along the way, we can set up like another base that will generate that much power. Although it would kind of make sense to make use of the asteroids and have a solar array set up on it using the SE solar alignment script, and that way it'll track the sun and keep the two laser antennas connected. That means we can go further, we can put more panels on it and go further with the, yeah, it's many ideas. But the thing is, we're going to put relay station, I think that's the best thing to call it, relay station, here on the part of that mountain. That's going to connect with a laser antenna here, and that is going to relay back to the moon, and that'll be a connection that'll free up the satellite, so we can do other things with it and connect the rover, and that's where we'll send a test rover towards Titan. And the other thing as well is, because it's going to be consuming so much energy, it means that our rover's going to have a lot of batteries. But what we can do is we can go as far as we can, and then if it, say for example with 10 batteries it maxes out at say 500 kilometers, we'll park it there, leave it, but that'll have enough solar panels to, you know, keep it alive, and then we'll know like how far we need to go. Because if we find that we've gone 5 kilometers and we're near, like we're right beside Titan, then we know that we just need another one of the same size but double the capacity. Like for example, if we have 10 batteries on a rover and we get to like there beside Titan, then we know that if we had another 10 batteries, so it's 20 altogether, we could go another 500 kilometers. And that's the way I would do it, so we can get to other planets. So if I remember right, there's an Earth-like planet, alien planet, Titan, the moon. I think Titan has another moon as well around the back, but that'll be a good place to get ice. Now Titan does have ice on it, so that's okay. But main thing is, let's get a relay station on that hill, and then once we get that relay station we can get ahead with building the base. And what we will do for that is we will probably take this ship up with a basic refinery. No. Let me think now. Yeah, we'll take this ship up with a refinery and an assembler, and we're pretty much starting again with regards to building a base, and we'll be slowly building it up. But once we get it built, that's it, we'll leave it. And to be honest, I don't even think this base will be used much, so we'll not go mad on it. It's mainly just for like ice and stuff and filling up hydrogen ships, and it is going to be used as a stopping point for ships, like doing like uranium runs to different asteroids, so it'll be a place to load up. So anyway, let's get about getting something on that hill. So let me think, what would be the best thing to do for that? I'm thinking 4 batteries, 2 laser antennas. How many turbines do we want? Well, I'm unsure how much they produce. Is there anything high I can build one of those on that we can test that? I'm thinking if we build it on top of that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get a turbine. Is it a turbine? Yeah, it is a turbine. And let's get the parts added to that. There we are. And let's add all the stuff to it. There we go. And let's build it here. Okay, can we see how much? Okay, it's putting out 215 kilowatts. And say for example we want to put out a megawatt, so we'll round that's 215. We'll round it down to 200, and to get a megawatt we need 5 of them. So we need a base with just 5, and I think you have to keep them spaced. I think you have to keep them spaced about 5 blocks. So 25 blocks length. So like 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5. Yeah. Okay, right, that's good to know. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll load this here up first. We'll take this because Bobby's busy with building the left shaft. Unless we make another Bobby. I'll call it Robert. Or something close to Bobby. Bob and Bobby. Bobby V2. I'm thinking maybe, although we did say we would make a dedicated ship, so I think that would give us an excuse. Let me just check my blueprints, because there was a drilling ship, mining, maybe it's mining ship. Yeah, because Bobby was originally a miner, like this here. Yeah, I say we build this and then modify it to have builders. But it means we'll have to charge it, but I'll say we'll do it anyway. So let's get a blueprint. Okay, so I have grinded up the post there so I wouldn't have any more mishaps. Now let's change the blueprint to Bob, because we did notice that there was one for it. That'll do for now. And let's go to projector shipbuilder. Projector shipbuilder. Blueprints Bob. There we go. And projector shipbuilders, check to make sure that it is key projection is on. And let's a bit of a loading issue there. Let's get you built. That's it now. Okay. I just don't want to cover that. Projector, I just need to get it for quick access. There we go. And what we do is we switch lock. And once we get the first couple of builders done, the rest should be simple. And let's get that added. And let's get that added, and that'll build the rest. This here is going to be fly mode, welding only. Turn it on. So then batteries done, that's that ones. And then get them ones in the back done as well. And set them all to recharge. There we go. Okay, Bob's done, I think. Oh, I might have run out of motors, It's usually the case. Yeah, let's get 10,000 motors made. Oh, that was weird. Let's get motors. There we go. That's everything built. Now let's set everything back up. So they are Bob, Bob, builder's Bob, toggle walk off, walk mode, fly mode, welding only. Okay, so they're all green. And yeah, this was making the game laggy, so let's turn them all off. 4. And they should all go off. Yeah. Yeah, look good. So that's charging away. Let's get all the engines off. Check. Yep. And let's see the connector for Bob. G. Bob. No. Right, while that's charging up, let's grind this here down. And let's get this here grinded down. Is there anything else to be dismantled? Probably all of this.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Game is a lot smoother after doing that. Could have been a mixture of different things. Let's remove that welder. Yeah, the game is a lot more smoother after removing them things. Let's turn off the builders. Yeah, so much smoother. Right, let's move Bobby up. See how much Prates it's got left. 117,000. Excellent. It's gone back to being laggy again. I suspect it's because of that. Let's see how much more that's charged. 3 minutes. Okay, let's get the important stuff moved over. What's the name of this cargo container? Bobby CC1. Let's put a landing gear on it. CG landing gear. Oh, delete that. But we do need to add it on. And let's turn it around. Yeah. That'll do. And let's get stuff moved over. And let's go to the base. So things that we'll be taking over. I go with let's take 50,000 plates over. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We will be building it. We will be building it using. That should be enough, yeah, 5,000 of those. Okay, yeah, that should be alright. Recharge is off. Build is off. Lights are on. 6. And let's turn this here off first. So we don't accidentally build another bab. And 6. Yes! Excellent. And we could do with another gyro on it. Okay. And let's go to the top of this. There we go. Yeah, I think it'll do here. Let's get a block down and get the bases of something going. Why is it the simulation speed so rough on this? I might need to reset it again. So let's get some of those, and these basics, and yeah, let's put it here on the edge. We are going to be building it using heavy armor. Gravity line mode is activated. Local grid, free place mode, gravity line. Okay. And we want this to be somewhere like turn around like that. There. And let me see the basics. So this can be the row of, let's go back one, the row of turbines, wind turbines can go here. So and then the 5 in between block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This goes up here. Again 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9 here. And the batteries. Yeah, let's bring it back. I suppose they can sit in a diamond shape. Yeah, I've got an idea for this. They can sit in a diamond shape. Like this. I can go in the middle of there. So there's not much we can do. And oh, this can be the post coming up for. Let's go up. That's how many blocks is that? That's 2. Let's go up 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe go up another. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we put a laser here and a laser on there. And then what we can do is we can get a hinge. This is more for aesthetics, nothing to do with the thing. See, a dish. See how big that looks like. So that's there, so it needs to go down there. So we need to put a hinge here, 7. And that's gonna go there. And this is gonna go here. 6. That's gonna go on there. There. And here. And then we can put rotating light. Actually no, interior light. There's blink on the top of this. And then to smoothen this here all off, we will add this. Then we put and then let's finish off on this here. Let's bring it over and set it to build. I think that's it. Alright, let's get these moved in position. That needs to be just turned around to the right a wee bit. There we go. Same with this one. And except this will be one. Yeah, that actually doesn't need to be moved. Too much. And let's get this set up to be a blank on a red. And Blank interval. About 1.5. There we are. Wonder what we could color this in. Maybe like a blue. And digital armor. 5. Yeah, it is already in digital. That's alright. There's no panel on this, so what I might do is add one here to the back. This will be for like doing works. So let's add this here down. Yeah, maybe button panel. And then we'll just turn those off. See what that looks like now. Okay, let's call this relay. Okay, this one's gonna be 1 and that one's gonna be 2. The game's so much smoother now, so it is. After like naming something there, that was weird. So what's this one here? This is alright. No, it's not that one. It's this here. This one's actually relay antenna. Or laser antenna, and that one there's called laser antenna 2. Let's call this one actually. There we are. Both of them are set as unlimited. Now this is when we're gonna switch things over. Let's laser antenna 1 is infinite, laser antenna 2 is infinite. One's gonna connect with the base, so we'll leave that. Laser antenna 2. I'll just leave it for now. It's not doing any harm. Let's see what the batteries are like. Fully recharged in 12 hours. Excellent. Current input. Good. I'll just let that charge away. Okay. Let's see what it looks like from a distance. Nice. Looks like the proper shebang. Okay. That's set up. And we've got our relay station name displayed. What else can we do on this? Nah, that'll do it for now. Alright, let's take this back. Turn around a wee bit. There we are. 6. There we go. Let's see. Relay station 1 is set up. Let's get another antenna going up here to look at it, and then that should be us. So let's get everything connected up. So we need laser antenna 2. That's actually laser antenna base, but we'll call this laser antenna base 1. And this one can be 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to set that to unlimited. Copy my coordinates, Shift K, connect to the, oh there's no remote block, I forgot. Oh there's a terminal. And we want to connect to laser antenna 1, paste the coordinates. Connected, permanent connection. Then we go to laser antenna 2. Copy my coordinates, and then we're going to Shift K, connect with the pod. Yeah. And we go to the laser antenna. Paste the coordinates. Hopefully we still be able to connect. Yeah, it's not there. And then that one's connected to the laser base antenna one, that's alright. So we can't do anything at the moment. We have lost that connection with the pod. But no worries, we have GPS there where to go, so it's just a matter of connecting that up when we get there with the new base, and that means that we will take all the stuff needed to build. So what I might do is I might actually build a mock one here, dismantle it down, stick it in to this, take it up to the moon, build it, and that's it. Or we can take a blueprint of it, dismantle it, put that in there, and then what we do is we put like a piece down the ground to act as a station and build on top of that, and that'll be the rest of it. Yeah. We do need a version of Bob with hydrogen thrusters. Yeah, maybe we'll make another one, but change them out to be hydrogen and put a tank in there somewhere. Yeah, so that's that connected up. It's 12 kilometers away. It's broadcasting like more than that. What I might do is tone that down to about 15. Yeah, let's do that now actually. Let's go to this radio station and let's just see. Fully recharged in 15 hours. But let's tell that to broadcast to 15. So it's not consuming as much. Laser antenna 2 is idle, let's turn that off because it's not been in use. And that'll do. So the satellite is still connected with the base, that's alright. This is connected with the relay station, and then the relay station should go back, but I think what we'll do is we'll put the base up and then connect that, and that should be alright. And I'll do the rest, and we'll put the solar array up there as well. Let's go down here and check to see how Bobby's doing. Oh, bit of a dump. See how many plates? 16,000 plates. Needs a wee bit more. Yeah, see there's some struts aren't getting built. Because things like... Why is that? Was that the existing one that was there? Yeah, that's right.
Inventory full.
Okay, so we're going to connect up here to this connector, and we'll finish off this just down below, because I just realised that the previous part of the base was still interfering with them. So let's connect it up. Oh, I see what's happening. There we are. It's because the two valves are interfering with each other. There we are. Is this filling up? Hi guys, unfortunately I lost about an hour's worth of footage. I forgot to hit record on the last part of that, but basically we didn't miss much. What happened was I did get most of this here welded up as far as here, and I was able to turn on these builders up here on the top, and they were able to build a lot of in there. The other thing as well that I missed out on the footage is that whenever we ran out of plates, I did set the assemblers in here to build more plates, but the thing was, for some reason it wasn't pulling the iron from the cargo storage, and I was wondering why is that not working, and I was debugging for ages. I was looking at forums. We had the issue earlier on, as you've seen in the episode, and I found out the reason why. So long story short, whenever you added say like 100,000 plates into production, one is set as the master and the other is sort of set as slaves. But the thing was, they were all like pulling from the master, so like they were assigning themselves like say 2,000 plates each, but for some reason it wasn't pulling the iron across. So I was tinkering with the settings anyway, and I accidentally turned off the builders on Bob, and as soon as I done that, they started pulling in resources. Now I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's a feature part of the builders mod, but I need to look into it, into the builders mod, and see does it have any effect on them there, and see if there's any forms on it. It is very, very annoying. I did lose about an hour's worth of play, which is very, very precious, because I don't really have that much time to play this game. I am going to end the episode here. In the next episode we will hopefully get the rest of this here done. It shouldn't take too long, because once we get this here middle bit done, it'll be just the top bit and then the elevator, and then once all that there is done, we can go ahead with getting the base up on the moon. So that's something to look forward to. That'll be in episode 31. Thanks again for watching, and if you have any suggestions at all, just stick them in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in episode 31.